And it looks like we're live.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. My name is Janessa Roberts, and I have something extremely special to share with you guys today. You guys have all heard me talk about being able to meet some amazing people online. You know, when you think about meeting new people, you don't think about being able to develop amazing relationships with these people, or to be able to learn and get information from these people. So today I'm bringing on an amazing gentleman by the name of Carlos Martinez. Carlos lives in Chicago. He's got two young girls, and he has been in his marketing, his online space for 20 plus years. So this guy has been doing this for a very long time, has some incredible information, and one of the most amazing leaders that I have met in a very long time. So Carlos and we are not part of the same group, the same team. I met Carlos and he had reached out to me, and one of the lives that Carlos has done recently is coming from a servant's heart, helping people no matter what team you are part of, no matter what company you're part of, but being able to share information and knowledge and help others, because the more that you help somebody, it's going to come back to you and they're going to help you. So it doesn't matter about uplines, downlines, where we are in life. It's about the service of many. So without further ado, this is the amazing Carlos. I'm so excited for you guys get to listen and hear what he has to say today. So thank you so much, Carlos. I am so grateful that you asked me to do this today.
Oh, thank you. And thank you for that wonderful introduction, Janessa. You've just been a total blessing in my life. And, I love watching your lives and watching how you engage with your audience. So you're just amazing. So thank you for being a blessing. And again, it's an honor and a pleasure to be here. And you're right. So this is an amazing community. And I've never seen anything like this. I have never, ever seen anything like this because, as you said, I've been in a network marketing industry for about 23 years now, okay? And the bulk of that, massive failure, all right? So I'm going to come right out and say it, massive failure, all right? And as a matter of fact, this is my 15th network marketing company that I've been with. And this is really the one that I've had the most success with. As a matter of fact, the other 14, the first 13, tons of failure. Couldn't sponsor a person to save my soul, okay? The 14th one, I did have some success, but it kind of went out of business and stuff. So now I find myself here, and I've only been with this program since June. So it's only been about 6 months. And I was able, like within the first 10 days, I hit the 5K rank. And then within the first 17 days, I hit the 10K rank, and I'm, onward towards the 25K rank. And so I right away, I'm like, wow, look at this amazing success that I'm having. And I didn't come over with an email list. It's not like I said, wow, I've got a ton of success. No wonder, Carlos, you've been able to hit those ranks. No, it was massive failure. I came over with like next to no success at all. All right. And no email list. Everybody says, well, you brought over an email list. No, not true. I started with an email list of 0. Okay. And so I started to ask myself, well, why did I have so much success so quickly? It's because of this wonderful, wonderful community. And our main leaders, our two main leaders that we look up to, right, which is Robert Hollis and Melody Riva, right? So there are awesome mentors that really, if I had to just say, boil it down to one thing, it's just an easy, duplicatable system to follow that anyone can do. And Robert, as he's just an amazing man. I mean, so Robert Hollis, here he is, been in this industry for probably close to 40 years, okay, has generated like over $55 million over his career. And on top of that, but here's how you can really tell when someone is really having success. It's not, yeah, okay, so you became a millionaire, but who else did you help? He has helped create 55, that's right, 55 millionaires himself, okay? Amazing. So again, you can always tell who the true leaders are, because it's not just in terms of making themselves great, and Robert will tell you this himself. He says, I have achieved these levels because I have served many, and I have given, and given. And that's what Robert does. He just gives and gives and this, and he gives us this awesome mindset training, this awesome system that all we got to do is come in and duplicate it. And anybody can do this, you know, that's the amazing thing. So if anybody has had failure in the past, you know what, you haven't followed a duplicatable system that anybody can do from the comfort of their home, whether it's part-time or full-time. You know, that's just it. You just got to get together with our family here. And you see what Robert does, right? So you see what Robert does, and it transcends downward. It transcends downward because as you mentioned, you and I are not technically even on the same team, right? So and you look at this. So I'm here helping you, doing you in life, and I get, you know, no financial benefit, right? And that's totally fine because my rewards are up in heaven, right? And that's how I see it. I'm storing treasures in heaven, but it feels so good to help people as opposed to coming from a nature of just competitiveness. And when people compete like that at that level, and that's okay to be competitive, nothing wrong with being competitive, but there's a certain kind of competitive that can be healthy and one that's unhealthy. Competitive, you know, in an unhealthy manner is, well, I got the secret sauce and I'm hoarding it. All right, I'm not sharing this with anyone. And Robert says, hey, I've got the secret sauce. I'm sharing it with everyone. You know, those who have ears to hear and eyes to see, you know, and here they go, you know, take it, you know, and you can follow the system or you can not follow it. It's totally up to you. And so coming from that kind of, you know, that kind of leadership, it's going on downward. So from the amazing Melody Riba. And by the way, folks, so Robert Hollis, the person that he got to recently achieve, become a millionaire, the 55th person was our other mentor, Melody Riba. Okay. And if I tell, yes, I'm so proud of Melody, because if we tell you the stories of Robert Hollis, and we tell you the background, because it hasn't always all been all glory and all, everything, you know, even until this day, because when you hit new levels, you got new challenges. So you always got to continue to grow, right? But Melody, I mean, Melody's story so inspires me, because if you look at Melody, you know, maybe a short 9-10 years ago, you know, happily married, you know, a couple of young kids, living in California, and she loses, you know, her husband, you know, unexpected death. And, you know, I don't know about you, but that would have totally devastated me, you know, so right. Yeah, absolutely. And so she ends up being, so Melody obviously goes through a bout of depression, you know, a huge one. And I don't blame her. So she ended up losing her home, right? And then she ended up living out of her car, right? For what, a year and a half. Imagine living out of your car with two little ones, all right? They're looking up to you. They're like baby bears, right? They're baby bears and you're mama bear, and you know, you can't take care of your kids. You can't provide for your kids, you know? So can you just imagine how she's feeling about herself? Like, wow, you know, I'm the worst mom in the world. I can't even provide a nice warm bed for my kids to sleep in. So I can just imagine when she was going through that, you know, so that low part of life, you know? But then her good friend, Scott, right? He says, you know what? We got Robert Hollis. This guy, you got to come see that. Well, who in the world is Robert Hollis? Well, he's coming to speak here in California, and right in a town near us. And I got us tickets. Let's go see him. And, you know, Melody, you know, she's in the I'm feeling sorry for me stage, you know, again, and this is her own words, right? These are her own words that she uses, feeling sorry for herself, you know, having a pity party because, you know, again, she lost her husband, lost her home, living out of her car for the year and a half, and her kids going to sleep in the car with hunger pangs. Okay. I have fasted before, and fasting hurts. It hurts. I mean, you talk about hunger pain, but there's one thing when you're doing it for yourself, as opposed to, you know what, I don't have a choice here. I have nothing to eat. You know, can you imagine not being able to feed your little ones and that devastation? So here she's got her good friend Scott say, you got to come see this guy. She's like, no, I don't want to go see anybody. I don't want. Why do I need to go see anybody for? No, please, Melody, you got to come. So thank God, Melody has such a loyal friend like Scott that didn't give up on her. So even though Melody didn't see herself, the potential that she has in herself, right? Even though Melody didn't see that, Scott saw it, and he was not going to give up on her, right? So he stayed on top of her. He says, listen, you got to get over here now, miss. And she ended up showing up unwillingly. She showed up. So then they're at the event. And Robert's about to come on stage and speak. And then, you know, so Scott's texting Melody, where are you at? Well, I'm here. Well, where here? You know, I'm in the back row. No, well, no, I got a front seat for you right now. Get over here. Like, no, I don't want to go to the front. Melody, get over here. So Melody again, reluctantly, oh, all right, this guy's a pain in my butt. I better get over there. So she ends up showing up, it sits in the front, and then Robert Hollis starts to speak. Okay. And this is the one thing that really, really just hit her like a ton of bricks. And this is what Robert said to her. He says, do you know why people fail? And he kind of paused there, right? The silence was deafening. And he pauses. And he says, because you're so focused on surviving rather than thriving. And that just hit Melody right to the core. She's like, wow, he's absolutely right. He is absolutely right. For these past few years, all I've been doing is surviving, barely in survival mode. And you know what? I got to just change my mindset. And that's not to say that that meeting changed that, but that just reignited the pilot, that ignited the flame in Melody's heart. Like, wow. She goes, this guy is amazing. She goes, I hate him at the same time because he's telling me the truth and I want to punch him, you know, but he's speaking the truth. He's speaking right to me. Right. And so from that point forward, she did everything she could do to learn from Robert as much as possible, following him through tons of struggles still. That's not to say that, you know, hey, next month she's a millionaire, nothing like that, because she had to get this. She had to clean this out. She had to clean this out. And, you know, she's even said, like, the one positive thing that came out of her husband's death, you know, and may he rest in peace, was she doesn't think she would have ever met Robert. She would have never met Robert. Okay. She would have never met Robert. And this man has changed so many lives. And guess what? He's our mentor too. He's our mentor too. Woo! And that's right. And Janessa's as well. And we're part of this system. We're part of this awesome family, because I'm telling you, you'll never meet a guy like Robert. All you got to do is follow the simple system. But then you couple that, all right? Look at the opportunity that we're in now. So we're with HempWorks, right? This is what we do. We distribute CBD oil. That's right. That's right. Exactly. We distribute CBD oil. So CBD oil is all the rage. It's all the rage right now, Janessa. So if you look at what the current market is right now with CBD oil. So CBD oil right now, the current market is about $575 million. So about $500 million. Okay. Fortune magazine and Forbes magazine, they're saying by the year 2020, so just barely over a year from now, like, you know, maybe 14 months from now, approximately, okay, the CBD oil industry is going from $500 million to $22 billion. Massive, massive. That's right. And what do you say about that, Janessa? Does that excite you or what?
It makes the hair stand up on my arms. Like, to be in something so exciting, to have the leadership, to have the system. I hit 5K in my first month, and I've been struggling network marketer for 10 plus years, in and out of things. So like Carlos said at the very beginning, it's duplicatable. You jump in, you follow, you do what you're told, and you will get success. Like, Carlos is rocking this out, but because he's doing what he's told to do. And that's exactly what everybody else is doing, is just doing what they're told with an amazing product, amazing company, and Robert Hollis and Melody Ryba and all the amazing leaders that we have, the community support. It's crazy.
Exactly. And all you got to do is follow instructions. It really is that simple. Follow instructions. So here's the thing, you know, so you look at, you know, again, talking about this awesome opportunity. So, and this is our product, by the way. This is our awesome CBD oil, right? Awesome, real simple. And all you really do is just take it sublingually, and we got the purest and best CBD oil on the market. All right. Really nice, clear color. I don't know if you can see that, you know. Really nice, beautiful, nice green color there, kind of gold tone. It's amazing. This is the peppermint flavor. So I take it twice a day. I take it underneath my tongue. I take a full dropper for one in the morning and one at night. And you know what? For me, I'm a very healthy person. You know, I've always been health conscious. Most of these books back here, they're either biblical, personal development. I got a ton of health books. As a matter of fact, where's the one I'm reading now? Where is it at? Oh, here it goes. Like, here's one right here. You know, here's one of the ones I'm reading right now, Alive and Well, you know, another a health book. Okay. So I love health. So this is something that I actually have a passion for, holistic healing. Okay. And so I had been taking CBD oil for about 2 years now. All right, not this particular kind because I didn't know about HempWorks yet, and so what CBD oil has always helped me with is my sleeping at night. I don't have a problem going to sleep, but I have a problem staying asleep. Okay, with this, I get such a profound sleep, like a deep sleep, that by the time I wake up, I'm refreshed. I only need like maybe 6 hours of sleep, and I'm good to go. And I'm good to go with that. Whereas before I would wake up so tired, even because I was just waking up multiple times throughout the night, I just couldn't get a deep sleep. So that's what I find that, most people, a lot of people use this for either for anxiety or chronic pain. And folks, here's the thing. I'm not saying that this is going to cure anything, right? I'm not saying anything like that because we'll leave that up to the doctors to decide, what can cure what, and or the local Food and Drug Administration, whatever your organization is. But I'm just telling you from my point of view, like what I experienced with this amazing product. And, I look at other people and the testimonials are everywhere. All you got to do is just do a Google search, right? A YouTube search. You'll find all the testimonies. These are from people sharing their testimony, whether either it's with pets, all right? Because you can't see them now, but I got 4 little Shih Tzu dogs over there sleeping. And a little bit, once we're done with our interview here, I'm going to go take them for a walk. But the thing with pets, right? Just amazing thing with pets that it's doing for them. And, also with humans, and kids, and everyone is able to take this amazing a CBD oil. But here's the best part. Robert Hollis always talks about third-party documentation. Okay, documentation. As a matter of fact, he copyrighted this phrase: documentation beats conversation all day long. All right. Well, the phrase is actually documentation beats conversation. I added the all day long part of it, but that's it. So he copyrighted that, right? But he lets anybody use it. But here's what I mean by that. You go to our website. Okay. You go to our website and you'll see a ton of third-party documentation. That's not our documentation. We actually hire outside agencies to do the third-party testing, and then we are compliant with local governments in terms of the quality of it. We go above and beyond that, because we don't want just to meet the minimum requirements. We want to excel at it. And every batch of hemp is tested. Every single batch is third-party tested, and you'll see all the documentation on our website, free to the public, that anybody can use, can read and just see how amazing our CBD oil is. But so that's the CBD oil part of things, and that's where this industry is going. And CBD oil is what I call a market disruptor. All right. So what's a market disruptor? A market disruptor is, like, for example, Uber. All right. Uber disrupted the taxi industry. Okay. Airbnb disrupted the hotel industry. Okay. You look at Netflix disrupted the movie industry. Okay. So CBD oil. So this is not what I'm saying. This is what the financial experts in Fortune, right, and Forbes, this is what they're saying. And you see it also like on CNBC and all these other financial news things kind of thing. You'll see it they're saying the same thing. The next hot disruptor, the next thing right now is CBD oil. So if you've ever thought about getting into like a groundbreaking business that is set to skyrocket, now's the time to get in. Now's the time to get in, because this thing is going through the roof, and we're at the beginning stages. Like, again, we're barely a $500 million a year industry. We're going to 22 billion in about 14 months. So get on this ride while you can. Just on that alone. But let's talk too about a couple of other things. So let's talk about compensation plans. Okay, and this compensation plan, again, this is my 15th MLM, network marketing company. And all the other network marketing companies that I was a part of, none of them paid above 50% commission back to the field. None of them. Okay. They barely got there. Usually it was in the low 40s, maybe mid 40s, hovering close to 50. We here at My Daily Choice HempWorks, we pay back up to 85%. 85% back to the field. Unheard of, because our amazing owners of the company, their name is Josh and Jenna Zweigel. We're headquartered in Las Vegas. They're young. They're brilliant. For someone that's so young, I am amazed at their brilliance, because they have the wisdom of someone that's like in their 50s. Okay, they're like beyond light years, and so you look at, Jenna, who's about 32 years old and pregnant as well, expecting, I think, May of next year. And then you got Josh, who's about 28 years old. Okay, and you look at their story and where, like, why they started this company. Okay, so we already had, so Josh and Jenna, probably about 3 years ago, they started My Daily Choice. Okay, and that's the spray. So we got two parts of our business. We got the sprays part, which is we got spraying, spray for weight management, spray for energy. We have spray for the brain. We have spray for, immune system, so on and so forth. And they were hot. Yes. And for sleep as well. Exactly, Janessa. So we got tons of sprays that were working, that were selling amazing. But then Jenna, okay, she was struggling with a digestive issue. Okay. And this is her own story. Again, I'm not saying our product cures anything. I'm not saying anything, but this is her own story. So, Jenna suffered for a long time with celiac disease. Okay. So she tried to cut out gluten, tried to cut out many things out of her diet, and it helped somewhat, but it still didn't really take care of it, and you know what, if you've got digestive problems, I mean, your immune system, 80% of your immune system, it comes from your digestive system. If you're not taking care, if your digestive system is not in order, guess what? Your immune system is not already, operating at 80% level. You're in trouble, right? Because eventually that's going to lead to other problems. So she did a good, she really did her due diligence, to try and find a way to take care of whatever she was going through physically, with her illness. And then she discovered CBD oil, not our CBD oil. She tried another CBD oil product, and she really didn't get that good of effects from it. But then someone introduced her to our product here, which, by the way, our hemp farm is located in Kentucky, in the United States, and here in America. And she tried the bottle, and like, whoa, like, wow, man, this stuff is amazing. She started feeling changes in her body. Something was affecting her digestive system. Her digestive system was improving. She's like, wow, this is an amazing product. And so she goes, but wait a second, is this just working on me only? Is this just me only, right? And so she says, let me buy some more product and let me give it to my family members who I know have health issues, okay? And let's see how it works on them. Boom, same thing. Like, wow, this is some good stuff. So she entered into an agreement with the hemp farmer in Kentucky. And so she started to sell the product on Amazon and Shopify. Took off like hotcakes, like, wow, this is brilliant. So then she just had the brilliance to say, you know what, we better put this into an MLM. Let's put this into a multi-level marketing, a direct sales distribution channel, because this thing is going to skyrocket. It was just, because Jenna's she's a huge visionary. Jenna's just an amazing person. And she also just, went with her intuition. She just followed her intuition. She's like, she went to her husband and she said, Josh, we got to somehow we got to make this work. We got to couple this with My Daily Choice. And, we got to start distributing CBD oil in a direct, in a direct sales capacity, because this thing's going to take off. And then Josh didn't share that vision initially. He's like, no way, it'll never work. CBD oil and MLM never work. And she kept trying to convince him, right? And he just couldn't convince her, or she couldn't convince him, until she finally said, Josh, with or without you, I'm doing this. I know this is it. I just feel it in my gut. I know. And then from there, HempWorks was born. All right. HempWorks was born, which is the side-by-side company. Got My Daily Choice HempWorks. So this is the CBD oil side of our business. And it's only been around for about 1.5 years. And this thing, we are the #1 seller of CBD oil in the world. #1 seller, so it's been amazing. So now, so you look at that. So we talked about the awesome quality of our product. We talked about the commission plan that pays back up to 85%. Okay. We talked about the little kid there. Hey, how are you? we also talked about the leadership. What's up, buddy? How's it going? We also talked about the leadership. Okay. And now you look at what the other thing that we have going on. We started talking about a little bit about the community and how it's an easy duplicatable system. Okay. And you also add our amazing marketing system. To make it even sweeter, we got a marketing system that actually places people on your downline. Unheard of. Unheard of. So we actually help you build your downline for you, that you'll get some portion of compensation from this downline that's beneath you, and it just works. So it works amazing how this marketing system, what it does is it just creates momentum, and it gets you going like, wow, I've never been able to sponsor a person. Look, I've already got like 7 people underneath me. Where do they come from? Okay, so you also get to partake in this amazing marketing system. But to me, the best thing of all is our amazing, amazing community and easy to follow duplicatable system. Because when you come in here, as we started from the very beginning, okay, you don't have to sit there and reinvent the wheel. Even if you failed a ton in the past, if you tried network marketing, or maybe you never have, or you're like, wow, my goodness, is that one of those pyramid schemes? You know what? This is an amazing business model, okay, that everyone should work. And as a matter of fact, if you talk to people like Robert Kiyosaki, right, who wrote Rich Dad, Poor Dad, he says, start a business. That what you want to do is always start a business. Because if you want to amass wealth and you want to get out of that rut from living paycheck to paycheck, start a business. But here's the thing. The network marketing business model is the best business model in the world. Why? Because you don't have to sit there and invent the product. Okay, the product's already done. You don't have to sit there and do the accounting work. You don't have to sit there and take the orders and handle customer service, ship the orders, deal with returns, deal with the accounting. You don't have to do any of that stuff. We handle it here for you, already done for you. All you've got to do is go out and get the customers. That's it. And the best part about this thing is that because this product works so well, that all you do is really share a testimony. That's what I do. So what I did to get to 5K and 10K, and I'm on my way to 25K pretty soon, all I did was share a testimony. Hey, you know what? This is what the health issues I used to have before. Now this is where I'm at. And that's it. And when you see these powerful testimonies, and we've got thousands upon thousands of them, that people are like, wow, yeah, I suffer from anxiety. Like, can I try your product? Hey, I suffer from this, I suffer from that. Can I try your product? So people, it's an easy product to share, and that's all you're doing. You're just sharing your story. And if people want to jump on board, whether it's just as a customer or as a business, hey, you're gonna generate an income from both of them. And that's the amazing, amazing thing. And again, but what makes this thing work so well is just because of the fact that we fall under Robert Hollis. All right. So he's given us, again, he's got amazing training. And he gives a portion of that for free. He gives it away for free. All right. Here's a multi-millionaire who has created 55 millionaires saying, hey, here's an easy duplicatable system. Just follow it, take action, and you will have success. Follow instructions. And that's really all it comes down to. So folks, here's the thing. And I'm going to leave this with you, and I'm going to turn it back over to Janessa. If you're tired of struggling check to check, okay, knowing how to make ends meet, or you're tired of calling someone boss, and you know what, your little one is in school and he or she's got an earache and you can't take off because the boss is saying, no, you got to stay here. And also now your kid's got to sit there in the school office while he or she's got the earache, or you just can't, you just want to go on your kid's field trip, right? But you can't take off of work. Why? Because your boss says you can't, right? Or you know what? You got kids coming up in college. Like, how am I going to pay for my kids' college? Okay. Or you're thinking about your own retirement. I've seen the statistics, and I know you have as well. People are retiring broke, depending on a system, a government system that barely pays you enough to pay your rent. Okay, barely pays you enough. If you're concerned about that, you're like, you know what? I need to just do something to change my life, because nothing's going to change unless you change. Okay, nothing's going to change unless you change. And Robert Hollis will tell you this. I'm telling you this, and I know Janessa's telling you this. Melody tells you this. The quickest way to success is to just follow a simple, duplicatable system. And if you can hire a mentor, your success is going to skyrocket. Well, guess what? You come on board with us, you're going to have Janessa as a mentor. Janessa's amazing. Janessa is, you know what? Janessa, she has such a servant's heart. you know, she really cares for her people and she wants to see you succeed, that she's going to spend time with you. All right. You just got to come here and put the effort in. Right. Don't think that you're not going to get any work done. You got to come in here. You got to roll up your sleeves. You got to get to work. We're going to get you little slowly but surely. We're going to get you out of your comfort zone with positive affirmations. You know, it's not going to be like the old 2x4 school. Hey, you dummy. You know, what are you doing? No. Positive affirmation, because we speak words of power, words of wisdom, words of love, words of strength to lift you up. So if you've been told that you're no good in the past, guess what? You're not going to get that here. We're going to believe, even if you don't believe in you, we believe in you, right? You just got to come and say, hey, Janessa, I'm ready to do this. You know what? I'm really concerned about my retirement. I'm tired of just working for my boss, making someone else rich, because here's the thing, in this life, you're on one of two paths. You are either making someone else rich and building their dreams, or you're building your own dreams. And deep inside of you, there is a dream. There is a dream that you've had since you were a little kid. Okay. And that dream is saying, you know what? And God, and that dream is from God. And God says, you know what? I got plans. He says in Jeremiah 29:11, I know the plans I have for you, right? Plans to prosper you, right? And give you hope. And those dreams have been in you since you were a little kid, and they're not going to come out until you say, hey, Janessa, I'm ready to get started. You know, the interview you had with Carlos was just amazing. It really spoke to me. How can I get started? And guess what Janessa's going to do? She's going to give you a free tour. She's going to give you a free tour of our system. And she's going to say, Janessa, how can I get a free tour? I want to partner with you. I want you to coach me. I want you to help me. And she will help me. We've never turned away anyone that asked for our help. No one. You come here, you ask for help. We're going to help you, but be prepared to get a little bit uncomfortable. Be prepared for positive affirmations coming at you, and be prepared to work and be prepared to be blessed by the amazing Janessa, because that's what she's going to do. I turn it back over to you, Janessa.
Thank you so much, Carlos. You are such a wealth of information. I am so thankful. I'm so grateful that I got to meet you. I don't know where we would be if our paths didn't cross. You know, I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I wouldn't have been able, good job, buddy. I wouldn't have been able to do this, to make money from home and still be able to raise my kids, so I didn't have to pay somebody else to raise them. And that was super important for us, because I know the level of care my first son got when we put him in childcare. And it was horrifying how I felt like somebody was treating my kids. And I know there's lots of people out there. I know there's lots of people out there that are in the same boat. They're struggling day to day. They feel stuck. They feel frustrated. They don't know where to turn. Well, this could be the option. This could be the answer that could change your life. You know, whether that is the health route, whether that's to make a little bit of extra money, to have that team, the support, the friends, the community online that we have. I'm so grateful that I got to meet Melody, to meet Robert, to meet you, the amazing team that we have. And like you said, this is nothing like I've ever seen before, nothing that you have ever seen before. The growth of it, but the community support is absolutely amazing. You know, people that are so much more positive than I ever felt anything in the sales world. You know, everybody was always negative, and they were talking about you or talking about somebody else, or, you know, something was going wrong, and everybody was just so negative. You know, to be able to join something where everybody is there to lift you up and support you and guide you in the right direction of where you want to go. Not where your boss wants you to go or where your family wants you to go. It's about where you want to go. So I'm so thankful to have you on this call, and thank you for all your information, your leadership, your timing, everything. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Thank you so much. I appreciate you very, very much. So
my pleasure. Thank you so much for having me, Janessa. Again, it's such a blessing and an honor to know you. You know, I love watching. I'm one of your big fans. I love watching your live. You're just amazing. So thank you so much. Continue spreading love and your blessings, you know, across the world, and those people you come in contact with, because really, our lives touch so many lives. And if, you know, can you imagine, and we didn't even get into Robert's story, right? We got into Melody's story, you know, because I want to talk about who Robert impacted, you know, but you look at Robert's story and, you know, he came from a tough, extremely tough life as well, you know. But can you imagine if Robert had stayed in that state that he was in? Okay. Had he stayed like just fearful, down on himself, you know, not saying, hey, because he ended up, again, the same thing. He'll tell you, like, well, how did he get out of that rut that he was in? Okay. He got out of that rut because he found himself a mentor. And that mentor says, hey, follow this system to the T. And Robert's, his pain was so great. His struggle was so great that he says, you know what? I'm going to shut up. Whatever my mentor tells me to do, I'm going to do it and do it as quickly and as best as I could. And then before he knew it, within a few short months, he's at 10,000 a month. You know, he's at, you know, it just, and again, I'm not saying that you're going to make that. I'm just telling you Robert's story. It starts with a decision. That's what it starts with. It starts with a decision to say, hey, I'm going to do this. I'm going to reach out to Janessa. I'm going to ask her to please coach me and guide me, that I'm ready for a change in my life. Just that decision. Take that step. Take that first step. Don't be afraid. You can do this. We believe in you. Okay. Allow Janessa to help you, and she will. I'm telling you, you're not going to feel that the love and warmth you're going to feel for Janessa is like, wow, you know, I've never felt such genuine, good people that, you know, yeah, exactly. You know, it's like that. Exactly. I've never felt such genuine, good people. So please reach out to her. You know, we don't, even if you don't believe in yourself, we believe in you. And if no one has ever given you the permission to be successful, we give you the permission. Okay. Be successful. Whatever it is that your dream is, take the first step. Just make a decision. Reach out to Janessa. Janessa, please give me a free tour. I'm ready to take I'm ready to get under your leadership and guidance. Show me what I got to do. I'm going to follow instructions and follow the proven path. And that is it. Amazing. Thank you so much, everyone. Janessa, again, thank you so much. Thank you for the opportunity to, thank you for inviting me. It's such an honor and a pleasure. And thank you for being such a blessing. Thank you so much. I love you.
Thank you, Carlos. Bye, everybody. Thanks for coming on.
All right. Bye, everybody. Thanks. Take care.